Okay, we're picking back up. This is the third video. We're talking about communication stuff. So you get this radio, this Triumph radio, right? TRI radios, you see them online. It comes with this battery, okay? This battery, here's the little charger. It plugs into this, okay? And then this acts like the bottom of a Harris radio, okay? And then you just twist that on there, and this battery is basically this is a plastic unit. It does not have any, you can't charge this in a Harris charger. You can't do that. There's nothing there. It's simulated, right? So this Triumph battery, you got to use this and plug it in. Okay, now the Triumph unit comes with this little booklet, right? Multi-band handheld radio. Okay, it's not really a PRC 152. All right, it's not really. It's just, it looks like one, but it's not. But it is dual band radio. Okay, it's a dual band ham radio, and it's got all the power settings and everything, and it's a good radio. But the thing is that if you don't know anything about programming ham radios, then you're gonna just want to use it in its basic configuration. Just key in your frequency and then go from there, right? It comes with this large rubber duck antenna. Now I'm going to tell you that this antenna is crap from the get-go. I'm going to tell you that this antenna is crap. I do not believe that this is a dual band antenna. Okay? Because when I got the radio, I had issues with this. Okay? Between 2 meters and 70 centimeters testing, there's issues. Okay, so I believe that this is not a dual band antenna. So you'll want to get rid of that. I've got it here just because you want to get rid of that antenna, and you will want to get a real antenna. And you also have to power match. Okay, not only do you have to match on frequencies, okay, but you have to power match, right? So this with a fully charged battery, this radio, this transmitter receiver can push out as much as 15 watts max power. Okay, so you have to have an antenna that can be able to handle that, otherwise you're going to burn it out. Okay, I've seen a lot of 8-watt antennas and stuff out there. This one is 20 watt capability, and this is a L.V.I brand. Okay, so this particular one is rated for 20 watts. So that's 5 watts more than this can push out at its greatest potential is 15 watts. Okay. With a fully charged battery, it can push out as much as 15 watts. So you have to be able to have an antenna that will be able to handle that. Okay, so this antenna is able to handle up to 20 watts, so we're safe, right? Now this radio, this is a Triumph radio. Okay, it says Harris on it. It works with all of the Harris components. It works with Harris batteries. It works with the U.S. military handset, a real one. Okay. The pinout here is the same as the military's. It has all of the same looks as the military's 152. But the thing is it's just a dual band ham radio, a handheld radio. That's what it is, okay? So this is not a 152. You can't use 152 programming stuff on it, none of that. Okay. Since you could use the Harris batteries, if you get the Harris batteries, you can find brand new old stock Harris batteries online. Get you a few of those. You have to have a unit that will charge them. Okay. So we got this unit here, alright, which could charge Harris batteries, and tells you on the side, you know, about the LED functions. Okay, then it has a couple of ways to plug it in, right? So you got that, then you got your normal outlet plug. Okay, it comes with this little fast charging they call it an instruction card. There's really not much to it. Alright. But yeah. But this, you gotta watch though, because not all of these units are the same either. This one is the most robust unit of the ones that are out there. And this one has a fully aluminum housing. Okay, fully aluminum housing. They say it's waterproof, but I always take waterproof ratings on radios with a grain of salt. Okay, it says it's waterproof. I'm going to treat it like it's not waterproof. It works good. I did try to program it. But there's no instructions. Okay, no instructions on how to program the radio. There's none. Okay, so since I have very little knowledge of ham radio, okay, I tried to program it and I screwed something up, and basically I did a factory reset and everything started working correctly, and I could just key in frequencies. So what I was trying to do is program it so that I could just scroll the frequencies that I wanted, right? But yeah, I didn't get it right. I'm not sure if anybody out there knows how to do that. Maybe a regular ham person who has a lot of ham experience would know how to do that. But a lot of those guys don't like to share information. They want everybody to be, you know, licensed, and they want everybody to have their information out there, right? Because it's like a little click. But anyway, I like my privacy, and I'm not going to allow some organization to put all of my personal information out there just because they say that I need a license or whatever. And these radios are for an SHTF situation anyway. You see? Do you understand what I'm saying here? So what we got here is we have a basically this is a Harris radio clone made by Triumph using Triumph software, but it does use all of your accessories for the regular U.S. military Harris radio. Okay, it does use all the accessories for that. Yeah. What else? So if I want to talk from this radio to this radio, it doesn't matter. As long as you're on the same frequency, okay, you could talk. Okay. So like I said in the other video, one of the other videos there, you know, you need to just kind of get familiar, get yourself the Department of Defense Communications Handbook, and familiarize yourself with talking on radios and what things are and so forth, and just go from there. Now remember, I talked to you about code talking in the last video. You need to be able to set up yourself times that you'll be available on your radio with your buddies or your family or what have you, and so that way you'll know when to receive. You can also, you know, key the mic several times in a predetermined manner. Say you key it like 5 times. That means, hey, I want to talk. Okay. Then, like, let's say I'm trying to I'm in a home base, right? I'm at the house, and I'm trying to talk with somebody who's in the field, right? Out there, sitting in an LPOP or something. So I key it up 5 times, and they hear it key up 5 times on their end, and they could just have a little whispered conversation through the handset. All right, if it's you know, if you could do it. Okay, you have to be careful. You know, if you got people in the area and you can't talk, then you just can't talk. So what you do is you have a code, and you just key them back. You know, 2 times, I can't talk. Okay, something like that. You have to have your little codes, and you're going to have little alphanumeric codes too when you're talking about certain things. Okay, just remember, like I said in the other video, you know, George has a long mustache, chairs against the wall, you know, that sort of thing. There's 7 pizzas in the oven. You see what I'm saying? Alright guys, well, I hope that this helped you, and if you have questions or what have you, send them to me. Most of this stuff is just all readily available online. Like I said, you could get away with these Baofeng radios. You know, they're cheap enough to where you could just buy like 10 of them and use a couple at a time. If one breaks, then, you know, not a huge deal, right? These Triumph radios are more expensive, but they are a very robust radio. You know, this is a heavy-duty radio. I know that Baofeng is making something that looks like this, but it's different, right? I don't know about the Baofeng style of this radio, whether it accepts U.S. military stuff or not. This one does. Okay. Anyway, so we'll leave it at that. Catch you later.